Wait.
Did you say button?
Wait. Are we? Yo!
Yeah, we're live.
Cool. Hey.
Nice.
Holy shit, he screamed so loud it killed someone.
Yeah, that one was a pretty nasty scream on my end. Oh, let me get rid of this at everyone in this
Femur breaker noises.
And then we have the Savvy server, show and tell. There we go.
Show.
Yeah,
Tell?
show and tell.
Yeah, Shottle? Yeah.
Shuttle.
Shuttle!
Shuttle.
I just realized their ship name is Show Bell, and I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Beltel.
Or that, I guess, if you want to be.
No, I like Show Bell.
What about Leltel?
Well,
Ooh, I'm looking at that, Jebby, no.
What about
Should I-
Chebino, though?
I'm eyeing that Chorthrus.
Should I?
This is where Chad is gonna find love within.
Should I ask the ever horrifying question of, do I want to post Ebino Tengoku in the
Yes.
fine dining?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I would
Alright,
also
let
like
me-
you to
let
make
me get it
Bell's
again.
red stat visible, please.
As in, like, the numbers again.
Of course, my queen. Would you like me to do anything else while I'm at it?
Yeah, actually, if you could suck my gigantic cock, please also do that.
Arlya!
What the fuck was that?
Already on
I
it.
think it was an okay.
I love you, Scarlet.
So anyway, hi everyone, and welcome to episode, is it like 145? Scarlet,
I can do it! I'm here!
Well, that is fair. Go ahead, Austin.
Alright, cool, thank you, it's my job. I will feel invalid unless I do it. So, hey guys, welcome to episode 145 of the Destruction Bench Agreement, our weekly tabletop RPG running the anime campaign, our Epithet System. No, I'm gonna get confused with the date about the intro because we do that so frequently. Taking place at the titular Destruction Bench Agreement, or DBA as we tend to call it, which is a fighting tournament-like organization you've seen shown in anime. However, those of you who have been around before would know that it's not exactly that anymore. Well, it kind of sort of started like that. Now it's sort of just an organization for people and fighters of the world to gather and be under a united force and getting themselves involved in worldly and otherworldly scenarios of this universe. And similar to the Monster of the Week format that the show Destruction Bench Agreement has in universe, every week we have a slightly different set from our revolving door of a cast of GMs, players, and player characters, so you're never going to be quite sure what you're going to get. Speaking of those people, let's introduce them in that order, starting with the person that for a brief moment tried to take my one claim
Tried
to
to
fame, my
just chop
fixture.
your masculinity off, yeah.
Yeah, tried to chop all my stake here. Tried to remove the reason I'm still here. We have Scarlet.
I will usurp you one day, you son of a bitch. Hi everyone, that's my name, if you want to call me that, I guess. This session has been one that I've been keeping in mind for a long time, and it's gone through a lot of, like, little bits and pieces of reworks and remodels. Penny was the co-GM at one point, but now, she's not, and we'll get to that in a minute. As in the person who is co-GMing now. It wasn't like anything bad, it's just like, but point is, we're here, now, and we're gonna have a great time. Even through the technical difficulties, I'm sure that we can all band together and, introduce my co-GM.
Hey everybody, it's me, Iris. I'm the co-GM of this fun session. Been on the back burner for a little while for various reasons, but I'm excited to finally do it. Incidentally, despite the fact that I'm the co-GM, I'm also the one streaming today because Austin's internet is being mean, which is why we're starting 2 hours late.
Yes. One of the reasons, anyway.
One of them, yeah. And I honestly, despite being the co-GM, don't really need to be in GM mode for any particular reason, so I'm just gonna be a camera operator / occasional narrator.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Valued nonetheless.
Yeah. we have our funny players here. Hey guys, I'm Patronix or Austin, whichever you prefer. You may know me as the person that does the intro. That's my thing. That's the thing I do. I can't imagine someone taking it from me while I'm standing right here.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. I'm playing Showtell today. Funny lady, funny woman, funny dog. We got funny. Up next is Gecko.
Oh, hello. Thanks, Austin. I'm Gecko. I'll be playing Jericho, local death touch, bad touch bandage girl.
Jamie.
Wow,
Yes, we just started.
there's probably some stuff going on in the background. I don't know. You never know.
Also, don't worry, guys. We can actually start now. Jamie's back from getting his vaccine.
Hey.
Yay!
Yeah!
Yeah, baby.
Can't wait for Oz 2 boss fight.
Yeah.
We
Anyway.
we have Penny.
Yo, what up? It's me, Penny. I am one of the other
Jamie, I love
reasons we started late because I was fucking passed out. But hey, here I am. I'm playing Belle. Resident hero and girlfriend of funny dog girl.
Yeah, you know.
I was half expecting you to say resident dog fucker.
Resident no, explicitly not yet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that
Yeah.
I think that there are currently, to my knowledge, only 2 dog girls, and I have characters that are dating both of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Up next we have Rob.
Hey, it's me, Rob or Zuma, whatever you want to fucking call me. I'm playing Funky Chad Chaddington, who hasn't been around for a while because he took a break after the last episode he was a part of. Cause, haha, man, that fucked with his head. And he was planning on taking a break from DBA just entirely and just, keeping contact with people that he's made with friends and whatnot, but not really participating in episodes anymore. However, the premise of this episode and whatnot, he was forced by his roommates to go and do this because he's a little not right now, But yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Last but not least, we have Moomin.
Hey there, I'm Moomin. I'm here playing Ebino. He's also not been around for a very long time. He's been off doing his own thing. Maybe. Who knows? He does. You don't.
There we go. That's all of our funny people involved here today. If you're new around here, you're enjoying yourself, and you want to know when, where, how, why, you can catch more of the stuff we're doing on this Twitch channel. Make sure to join our funky Discord server. Fine dining! There it is! There's the link! Yo! There we go.
Neil.
Mhm.
Well, good session, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Good
if you want to join our Discord server, like, we are at the end of it. So hey.
Yeah. Totally.
If
we're
Roll
good
20
to go.
can stop being a bitch, then I can start the session if people are so intrigued.
I'd like to see what what you did here today.
Alright, that's interesting, especially because it's been called into question if I'll be able to do it due to the delays. But let's keep this on whilst there's a delicate knock upon the locker room door.
You know what? I'll get it.
Everyone sits there in silence, ignoring it.
Yeah.
The session
Oh,
does not
oh.
happen.
Chad is gonna pull out his gun.
Okay. Alright.
Because
Alright.
last time this happened, oh no.
Alright, yeah.
He's not gonna pull it out. He's just gonna have his hand on it and whatnot, and he's just before actually opening the door and whatnot, he's just gonna take a little peek, just peek his head through a little bit, trying to be a little stealthy. Oh, it's Arlya. Goes back to opens the door. Hey, Arlya.
She blinks a few times. Hello.
How you doing?
She blinks again. Truth be told, I think I can answer that question with well comparatively. She walks in, gets a general view of who's here. All right, so this is who I have to work with. Hello. Thank you for coming around.
You're welcome.
As I mentioned in the sign-up poster, you will be facing the greatest adversaries of all, yourselves.
So is this like one of those
Oh.
data things? We're just like fighting us, right? That's what's going on?
Not really. I'll explain when we get there. Just, Arlya attempts to Virgil open a portal.
Oh no!
Arlya just like... You see her slice across the air. In silence. More silence. She does it again. I did this right once, and then, like, never again. I need to try, like, 5 more times before I actually get it right. I swear, it is infuriating. And then it happens. Okay. Okay, sorry. Just,
So we're not fighting the most
Well-
dangerous adversary?
well, you might be. I guess I'm... Again, I'll explain once we get there. Are you all willing to follow, I guess?
Sure, I guess.
I'm sorry, this is like the first time I've actually properly ran an episode, and I worry that I need to have like charisma and such, but whatever.
You're
honestly-
doing great.
Honestly, I think we can cut out the first little bit and just Austin's probably gonna hear this and be like, you're a fucking parody of yourself, but after a while of just like getting your bearings in the underworld, Arlya would be like, okay, temple mirror shit this way. I've done some renovations. It looks a tiny bit different. Don't worry about it too much. So with
Wow,
that
you're
we
a
can
fucking
just,
parody of yourself.
and with that we can just get to get to this map, and you're all here for reference.
Oh, neat.
Oh, back here.
Yeah. I've been working on it wasn't really being used for anything pardoning storage, so you know,
Yeah, I mean,
I
fair.
made a couple of renovations that you'll see when we get inside.
Don't know. I'm playing Jericho, so I have to ask.
Yeah.
As she's walking through the underworld, is she getting like the urge to just, like, let me post the old. Oh, it's been a while. The power hunger thing, where she like pings off of powerful things. Is there? Would you say there's something powerful? Anything? Just like
I think that's partially a Austin question.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
sorry, the like powerful things.
Yeah.
And then I'll add on after.
Yeah,
after.
probably. I mean, other than these fuckers, who, not like mystically or anything, not like energy-wise, but mainly on a pure physical strength level, they are deadly. Can tear through a motherfucker. But on the opposite end, on the mysticality side, it's not power in the sense of wow, this is strong, I can use it to produce an energy blast. But the mirrors themselves, assuming they are the same mirrors that were there, or at least refashioned mirrors of the same ones that were there when, this was first used, they have a strange energy to them that is powerful and fervent in a different way.
I would also say that Arlya is decently powerful. She's bordering class 3, which is just a small detail. And it's weird. How exactly does your power work, per se, if I may ask?
It's basically just like power sense in the way of like, if there's something really like funky and strong, her epithet's just like, I smell.
All right, Arlya is basically just like big battery. You could just like fucking use her to charge up big laser or some shit. She is just dissident energy made form.
Plug her
So-
right into your Game Boy Advance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do with that information what you will.
Jerka's gonna just like, looking around as they walk, tempted to just like run up to one of these, like she's having intrusive thoughts of like, what if I just run up to one of these things and just like tear it apart? She doesn't. But she's staring at them.
I hope the underworld sightseeing tour has been fun, at least to some degree.
It hasn't changed much.
It has been informative for me. Didn't think this place was real.
Yeah. I didn't. I had heard about it, but seeing it's something completely different.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's
I knew someone who was an atheist. I didn't think they liked it very much.
Stay clear of the husks. I feel as though I've gotten powerful enough to be able to cut one down, but I just try not to mess with them.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if Velatry said that we should avoid these or they would help you down here.
Jericho, as you were leaning that way, its head would start slowly creaking to look towards you.
She closes the book and looks back up again, away from them.
Takes longer than a minute to run back.
if she takes too long and it looks like she's gonna go towards, then Belle will like grab her by the back of the like cloak and just drag her along.
I think she'd like consider it and then look back at the shiny sparklies and go that way instead. So
Arlya would open the large gate to this place and just step inside. Well, feel free to speak amongst yourselves in whatever way you deem necessary. Look at the mirrors, see what you see, explore the place a little bit. There isn't much to explore, but I've added a second floor to this place.
is this water? Or
It is like liquid mirror, like
Okay,
something similar
gotcha.
to mercury. And you can just like fucking stand on it. There is a waterfall of the stuff in the back.
Ah,
is this a wall? Is that that's the
These general parts here are just elevated platforms. It's kind of hard to see, but the stairs to get up there are over here.
oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Jerker's just gonna try and clamber up there. avoiding the water, of course.
Hmm. Keep in mind there is a wall there, so you would need to be like, you need to fucking. It would be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
mostly
she's-
avoiding the water.
Let's see. I've got something for that.
Oh, do you? Have you
Hmm.
already taken something of Chad's?
Hell no.
No,
I mean,
not yet.
It's
Yeah,
funny because you
dragon
can
flight.
stand on the mirror even though it's like liquid, but Chad is still
Yeah.
swimming through it like a
Yeah,
complete
yeah.
Chad, one might say.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
just
she's-
kind of. He's interested in how this feels, and he's kind of like waist deep in it right now. He's vibing.
Fine.
I find it interesting how you can just look down and see yourself. It's a bit weird,
Hmm.
but I like it.
Ah,
I mean, yeah, it's mirror reflection thing, so yeah.
Mhm.
Why would you not expect to see yourself in a mirror or something?
Shut up.
Alright. Well, seems like nobody's really talking all too much, so I'll introduce myself. The name's Chad Chaddington. I've done stuff in DBA. DBA's helped me out and whatnot. And,
Hold up a sec.
hmm?
Your name's like Chad Chaddington? Really?
that
Yeah, that's
cannot
my
be your
legal
real name.
No, it's my
Sounds-
legal name.
sounds
He
fake.
like takes out his wallet and there's like a driver's license and it says Chad Chaddington.
Your parents must have a sick sense of humor.
Parents didn't give me this one. You know what? I would have changed my name.
Whatever.
Interesting.
What? I got reasons for it.
Sure you do.
Hmm. Cat. Girl. Could you give me a hand up? I don't exactly. I see they're standing on it, but I still don't trust it.
She nods
That's-
knowingly.
Waist
Lowers
deep
the hand.
into it.
By the way, Scarlet, I imagine, because I'll post this. She can make little like energy claws, right? So she, how she climbed up was literally just made little claws and like.
Yeah.
held it.
I would like to reiterate, there are like walls around this place. It is still like a contained structure.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
You
Okay.
have to go on the
Oh,
water at least a little to get to where Choco
She
is.
clambers along.
Yeah. Clamber's like on the fucking gate. I understand that, but
I do know, just like kind of. He's like just barely like coming through the door without actually touching it.
That's a
Oh, you
very
guys don't like a little bit of water?
Puts on glove before touching anyone. She's like wearing this nice black like gloves.
Hmm.
I apologize. I wasn't expecting the liquid to be bothersome to all of you.
It's not necessarily the liquid, just everything.
Oh. Apologies, I suppose. Still, you guys seem unwilling to explore my carefully made paradise, so let's just get to the main event then.
I was just waiting
Unless
for
you-
you.
Alright.
It seems kind of plain.
Well, now
Did
that
you do
he's
any?
up, Ebino's gonna look in the mirror.
Here's the thing, right? I guess that I should have asked about this previously, but these large, intricate mirrors along the sides, are the same general makeup, general equivalent of the, large mirror that was once here in episode 91, where you see a reflection of your soul, basically, a reflection of how you see yourself.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Only you can see it, so just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
I mean, we can always just describe little things we've planned if you want, but...
Alright. Ebino looks at himself. Gonna look younger in this one.
Jericho looks in the mirror, not quite getting it, I think. Just like, you picked some very strange decor.
It wasn't me.
I thought you said that you crafted this paradise or some shit.
Yeah, that was me being an edgelord.
So did you end up doing anything to the back room at all, or you keep that the same with the sticks running through and whatnot?
I didn't want to renovate the storage room, though I guess I added something small.
There's a
It's
cavern.
just a ladder.
There's a cavern down there. We don't have that map ready, I don't think.
Okay.
It's all good. There's nothing down there anyway.
Yeah,
you can
there's-
peek down and just
Here.
see a cave.
Yeah,
But
you can peek down and see a cave with the small asterisk of. Stay there for a second, Jericho. With the small asterisk of like, there is a like lantern and table and book that seems like generally weird. However, I have preparia and area for if you want to go up. Ah, shit.
If anything, some of the area of the cave down there may be singed via fire or still slightly frozen over, but that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. But do you want to go up and see what there is to see?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Clam's up.
So I'm going
Curious.
to move you over here for a second. Let me shift ping. This will take a second to reveal and another second to explain. So I want to say there were originally chains just kind of chilling here until the big ass Dungeenie calling. So the asset isn't there anymore, and I'm trying to find another. But let me explain. As you climb up, to start off, you can see a little small hint of like birds with a similar color scheme to what the husks around the place are like, but they all fly off before you can get a good view. This big thing in the center is being held up by 3 large chains, and on this table there are several objects that I can describe if you would like.
They should look at the objects.
Alright, so one of them seems to just be like a theory crafting journal written in small text with just like notes about like wildlife and minerals and such. However, there are 2 black feathers, a worn piano key, and a little lantern, like a little blue lantern with an inscription that said, "Nice job, apprentice." And then there's a little engraving that says, "From Jacko."
Gotcha. Interesting. She just oogles the loot that she is not going to take.
I mean, if you want to take them, then like...
No, she won't.
Alright.
She's practicing exercising self-control.
Alright.
Rob the shit out of this place.
Oh, right, and a like weird badge talisman kind of thing. But otherwise,
yeah,
mhm.
she just oogles the big crystal,
Mhm.
and eventually comes down, I guess.
Yeah. I can just toss you back over. Bippy, there you go. I'm happy someone actually explored up there.
There you go.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
Belle realizes, oh, You know what? I never actually introduced myself actually either after Chad did it. We got distracted. Hi. Bill Solstice. I'd say local hero, but we're not exactly local here.
Shotel's like, nice to meet ya.
I thought, I wasn't gonna assume that every blonde I meet's a solstice, but I had a feeling. Ugh.
Wait, you've been others?
Here and there. Cosmo's brought in a bounty or two while I was in the office.
Right. Yeah, he was in a couple of those.
What's his
Then he finally
solstice?
got to win at chess.
People playing chess now?
Uh,
I don't know. I've been out of the loop for DBA for a while.
While they're talking on that, because you mentioned if you want to sneak peek, and it seems like you guys want that. Shotel's looking at herself. Sure, why not?
All right, Iris, I think that you would be
Yeah.
the best person to do.
I can describe them. So, you'll see him later anyway. But, looking in the mirror, at first, I imagine at first you sort of just look like yourself. But if you focus for a moment, Shotel, your reflection sort of like warps such that it looks far larger than like, how you actually are, like to the point where it's filling up almost this entire huge mirror. And
Yeah.
what you see is essentially a form that is very much reminiscent of yourself, but like it looks like it is chained and bound in some manner. Its head is like hanging down such that her hair is like covering her face and you can't really see anything there. But it is like desiccated, torn apart, heavily marred in several places. You can actually see some of her internal organs through like the rib cage and the bones hanging underneath, and she is just chained, seemingly hanging from a wall, just like in apparent agony.
Yeah, she just sort of looks at this and then, just. All right.
Are you looking, Belle?
Yeah, Belle would look. I think she'd more like catch it on her, like, way back to like going to look at Shotel, who has moved on.
You catch a glimpse of so Penny. You know electricity from Gravity Rush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like basically like Belle, but sort of with those kind of like angelic sort of features and like seemingly like branded in some way, like basically sort of like angelic with these big horns, tattoos and brands as though like warning those who approach, and she looks miserable.
I don't think I like this mirror very much. She's gonna.
That's what we're here to fix. Was all she says.
She's gonna go over to Shotel and just sort of like cling.
Yeah. She just sort of stops moving at that point and just, sort of lets it happen. Doesn't necessarily respond right now.
It's probably really funny when Belle clings to Shotel's one arm, so she's just in prison.
Yeah. Much like in the reflection.
Yeah, that little do you know, that's just like,
Yeah.
No,
Just
that's
Shotel.
how straight people do relationships. Come on. This is a joke, but
You doing okay? I don't really like what I saw in that mirror, I don't think.
You know it kind of fucking sucks.
Mm.
Again, that's what we're here to fix.
Hmm.
is anybody else looking before we move on?
I've already seen what it looks like.
I guess
I mean, I could.
take a second look.
It's a little different now, Chad, but that's fair.
He doesn't want to look.
And
He's
yeah,
just
Moomin,
saying that.
it's just like if you want us to describe it, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Ebino, you, in contrast to the others, look very similar to yourself, actually. Like, there isn't any large, dissimilarities, except that you see a, basically, version of yourself that looks very much like... They wear an expression that is like a mask of apathy and serious single-mindedness, is how I would describe it. And above their head is a angelic halo, but it is like cloaked in darkness rather than light. And you notice as you walk past the mirror, in all of their like every time they step on the ground, a bloody footprint is left behind.
No comment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are we doing here again now?
Yes, yes. She, again, puts the book away.
Well, she'd probably try to walk there, but you know.
Yeah. So, Arlya takes out her scythe and gently taps the mirror below her. And, the waterfall seems to stop after a bit, leaving a smaller place, which I will... But... Alright, this is where we will be doing most of the work. She waves to Isabel. This is Isabel. She did a lot of help with the renovations and with making the mirror and such.
She would step
come
forward
along.
and curtsy to all of you. Welcome. Friends of Arlya's, yeah? Or just coworkers?
Yeah, no, friend. He'd give like a little fist bump to Isabel if she'd take it.
Oh, hell yeah. I know about
Yeah.
you, Chad. You were in that amazing episode that inspired me so much.
Nice.
The one where you died, if it
I'm
wasn't
glad.
for
Alright, okay. I mean, there were a lot of ones that could have been.
Well, come on in, everyone. Make yourselves at home.
Just for the record, now I do want to say it was a very hard decision to not pick communication with cities as a power. No, I have telekinesis right now.
I see.
Oh, there is something else I need to roll. Because I took devil fruits.
Oh boy,
Cool.
Yeah.
2.
I got a ballast roll on that one.
Yeah.
You know, since, Isabel said make yourselves at home, Chad isn't gonna follow the path and he's just gonna walk right through.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Jericho watches this happen and she's just like, there's a mix of confusion and awe. Like,
yeah. I will allow this, but let it be understood that
This is
These
a 400
places
feet
are-
drop.
yeah, these are pits. They go down about 20 feet. But it doesn't matter to Chad because it's still like the mirror stuff there, and then you can just
Yeah.
like swim
Well,
up
if any-
the wall and
Yeah, like, if anything, he, like, goes over a little bit, he's like, shit, goes back in, goes down the wall, yada, yada, goes wall, yada, yada. You know.
So Isabel lies across Arlya's lap while she's in this throne, and she just seems to resign herself to this fate.
She is hugging
Speaking of
close.
resign-
There's no escape.
Speaking of
Alright,
resigning themselves
so-
to that fate, Belle has got Chotel in arm prison.
Yeah.
I guess I should be on this side.
Yeah, probably.
It's I try and keep it in line, but also icon.
Yeah.
is the other way.
Yeah, it's funky.
So, Arlya. So, now we properly get to the meat of this. I hope you enjoy the mirrors that I set out. I thought that it would be cute if there were 5 of them, but you can all do the exact same one if you really want. They don't, like, shatter or anything. I make no promises that this will be anything safe, that this will... What I'm offering you here today is an opportunity to look at yourself as mirrors allow, but I have no way of knowing what exactly that will be. My domain is generally ghosts of one's past, so to speak, so expect something along those lines, but it's not a necessity. Perhaps you will be fighting with your inner demons, perhaps it'll be something a bit more symbolic, or maybe you'll just be walking for a little bit. This is supposed to just bring you an opportunity to reflect in a more physical, deeper way than most are used to. Similarly, just walk in front of and focus on the mirror for when you would like to enter. Though I would like to put down an asterisk of you can choose who does and does not enter if you want, though I'd recommend bringing along everybody at some point. Enter yourself, get a good look at it, everyone else will be able to watch through the mirrors. An opportunity to face it yourself and then face it with other people, basically. Does that make sense?
Good speech, good speech.
That makes sense. I think.
Okay, so we're doing some sort of tell us your problems kind of thing, and then, alright, so it's one of these. Okay.
So
Yeah.
who's first?
Guess I took, just sort of like stretches a little bit as much as she can right now. Guess I took your little note a little too literally there, but okay, alright.
Sorry. Again, this is like the first time I'm doing something like this.
Yes, I thought we were going to fight a really strong person, but
You might.
It's like an emotional loot box. That sounded
Much
a
like
lot
this real
better.
loot box I have, rolls loot.
That sounded a lot better in my head, and I'm sorry.
where's the loot box?
Though
That
as
just
for-
sounds like my entire life. Looks at her hands, looks at the telekinesis.
Though, as for who goes first, I didn't have a particular order in mind. Just whoever feels like going. Editor's note: if you would like if you want a GM's guidance, perhaps. I think Jericho would be a good place to start.
Okay.
Oh, is that so?
Before anything else, though, just to get this out of the way, Shotel would just sort of, she's standing there as is, but the best way I can describe it, right, is as she's there and Belle is holding on to her arm, around Shotel's shoulder, a little Orthrus head would sort of manifest and just look over to Belle. Excuse me, Miss Belle, if I could have a word with Shotel for a moment.
Yeah, okay, Arthur. She would let go, but give him head pats.
Yeah. He then
Sounds like
retreats.
Ghost's voice.
Yeah, something like that. Retreats into her arm. I don't know why the fuck you did that. You can just talk to me in my head. Just goes over here, and then after a second,
He wanted the pats.
I mean, maybe, but as he pops out, it's been a while since I haven't been out in a little bit, and also, Underworld, this is a unique opportunity. Okay, so what do you want? Listen here, Shotel. I know you well enough. We occupy the same body to an extent. And I know you're experiencing a lot of stress right now. You don't want to deal with this. It's sounding like a lot. All I wanted to say is that you should give this a chance. Alright? Why? Why, huh? Just let some lady pull some magic mirror here and, what, that's gonna solve my problems? We're gonna go in there, beat up some guy, and then I'm suddenly gonna feel better? I never said that, Shotel. You usually don't go for things like this, and I understand why. You don't feel as if it would actually do anything, and it's a waste of time. I'm just saying, you should try and keep more of an open mind about this. Fine, whatever. Porthos would just sort of huff a little to himself. Very well. I'll be here to scold you if you need it. Yeah, right, this fucking dog just goes back into her as she walks back over. Alright, I'm ready to do it, or whatever.
Very, very well.
Wait, me and Chad are having a rock, paper, scissors game and no one's counting us
Alright.
in. When do we start?
I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody else.
Rock.
3,
Uh,
2, 1, go.
Damn it.
Yeah! Nobody can beat me or rock, paper, scissors.
Now
Let's
remember,
rock.
like Arlya said, this is something that you could face by yourself if you're shy about it, I guess, but we wouldn't recommend it, because it is dangerous.
do what you will.
Alright.
Well,
One of you has to break the ice.
I want the loot box, I suppose. So,
She always
Alright.
sounds so mysterious
Alright.
when she
Cap-
gets serious.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Benny.
Mm-hmm. So, in that case... Let me just make sure. Yes, Jericho. So... It's weird. Jericho, you, stand in front of the mirror for a little bit, and after a while, the place around you in the mirror starts to, like, vanish from view, and you almost find yourself in a certain place. It's odd. It reminds you of a very, very, very long time ago.
let's see.
The sun is setting, or no, the sun is rising. And all that you can see is just this town consumed by fire with seemingly no survivors, a constant smog in the air that hurts to breathe.
Righto.
It's familiar, but not the same to the place we mentioned previously, place we talked about.
Oh, wow. I think I know what you're talking about. So just everything is in ruins. Yep.
Are the others with her?
It is up to her.
Yeah.
It is a.
She doesn't care.
You want them? Doesn't
Yeah.
care.
If they want to be here, go ahead.
All right.
Well, at least she didn't entering it.
Yeah. Belle's interested in coming along with these if people will let her, and she will not let Shotel not come with.
Yeah.
As you come around to this part in particular, the square, a figure makes themselves known upon the general top area. Their figure generally silhouetted against the rising sun, rising fire in the back. And she looks very, very similar to you, but with a few key differences. The main one being that you can see she does not seem to have restraint, I suppose. Her breathing is heavy and ragged, partially from breathing in the smoke so much, and partially from just how twisted they are. Their arms, not covered in bandages, but twisted like tree branches, black and long since needing to be cut. And they just stare at Jericho in particular with an odd gaze.
She stares back. There's no like shock or like, yeah. She doesn't seem to show any of the normal nervousness someone you'd expect someone to show in this situation. Kind of looking with the same expression in her icon, just.
After a bit, the situation seems to set into her. Survivors. Survivors in this place. I thought that I had taken everything I could, but apparently I'm lucky today. She manifests a blade of orange lightning almost in her hand. What can you do? What can you all do? I wonder.
You know this person? Besides just being you or something, like it's a twin sister or something?
She looks back at Chad. I think I know this person very well.
Okay.
She's just gonna like manifest the claw of something epithet energy and just walk towards it.
I see. Comparatively small, but anything to extend the collection, I suppose. Most people here just keeled over and died, but are you so insistent on fighting the person that'll eventually win a war?
I don't have to listen to you anymore.
Very well.
Step.
All right. Give me a quick roll for cheap stab.
Well, I mean, she's just lunging. It's just the start of combat.
No. Give me a roll. Trust me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this in my heart of hearts.
Okie doke.
Yeah, you do so, and it stabs into her, and
Whoop.
Jericho, for the first time, you properly feel what it feels like to touch against your own skin, and it stings. Joshua, this person, seems to like almost just spit to the side. Weak in comparison to what I can do.
So I take touch damage?
She takes the sword in her hand. Alright, so with that, the fight can properly start. So, everyone can properly roll initiative.
Okay, fine. We're doing this.
All right.
Let's just take this as a chance to practice and beat more shit up. All right, I can do that.
I mean, yeah,
Don't
seems
touch
like.
your skin, no matter what you do.
All right. Yeah, seems like, this... Oh my god. Oh. Those are some powers.
Power
Plus-
of kill people named Joshua and so.
I'm gonna be real. One of these might be really fucking busted with Shotel and Belle's stuff combined.
I'm going to say, by the way, Shotel and Ebino, pick who goes first. Joshua will go in between you.
What are you feeling, Moomin?
I have no preference. Want to roll?
Yeah, sure. Let's just roll.
Alright.
All right, so you're.
Oh,
Just
Just-
barely. Just
Yeah.
barely. So yeah, let's do like for.
Organ rearranging?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I know that's the one you're talking
Weird.
about, but I like to think that empathy with Shotel is the most
Yeah.
busted thing ever.
Yeah, give Shotel empathy.
Mhm. So, with that being done and dusted, are we good to start?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and is there a ping on this? Whatever it is.
There is a ping, especially on the sword.
Hmm.
It seems to be primarily epithetical.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah, I'm
So-
sorry I didn't say much. That's just
No,
not
it's fine, it's fine. So I want to say, as mentioned before, it'll be tough to fight this person, this entity, in a place where the air hurts to breathe. Everyone takes 2 damage at the start of their turns, pardoning Joshua. They've gotten used to this.
alright.
Their main passive is, quote, surely if I keep taking things, I'll feel whole one day, right? Whenever hit with a melee attack, she may pay 2 stamina to hit them back. If it was a melee attack, she steals kit aspect from them until the end of combat. If it was a noteworthy, non-basic weapon, the weapon is absorbed. Furthermore, her kit cannot be changed or modified by anyone other than hers, with an asterisk that I will get to in a minute. Another thing. She has an anytime that other people can activate.
Oh.
This is a once per combat. You take the cost for it, but it allows you to just take back something that was taken from her.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think we can get to the rest as it comes along, right? So, with that being said, I guess if I haven't posted this, kept down by the weight of greed. This is basically just, she's taken a lot, she has locked it for movement. Cannot be increased or decreased in any way.
Okay.
She takes 1 step forward to Jericho, and, let's see. She can take something. Yep.
Well, Scarlet, you sure are not targeting Chad right now, won't
Here we go.
Oh, now you
he's
mention
gonna
it.
fucking shoot her hand with his gun.
All
Don't
right.
touch. If you want to deal less damage or something, sure, but like with the attack. But he was specifically like trying to hit her hand so she can't touch Jericho. That's what Chad was trying to do.
Here's what I'll say then. It barely grazes her, but she like seems to take it away a little bit, like scared, concerned, squints at the gun that Chad has.
No touch. Not allowed to do that. Ugh.
She does not respond. Jericho, this will deal the 3 damage of contact. And how about I just take your basic weapon for the time being?
Okay. Hasn't come up yet, but Jericho does have Copy protection.
All right. That's fair.
From herself.
Yeah.
No, actually,
it's
probably not. Yeah.
It's a weird situation where this isn't copying per se, too. This is just she just touches you and it's just hers now.
Gotcha.
She-
All right. Yeah. No.
she-
In this case, I think it's different.
Yeah. But like, don't worry, this isn't gonna be like a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Joshua just looks at Chad uncaringly. Bell.
All right. Well, I realize this is probably some kind of, that this is like the reflection thing, but at the very least, a hero's got to do what a hero's got to do. All right. So, God, these are very strange powers that I have. So
That's fair.
for now, I realize this is a melee attack. However, it's just what she would do.
That's fair.
So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use Rolling Burst Drive, no powers or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and hold on, let me just check the fucking wording on this thing. Not that. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna pay 1 movement and 1 stamina to Magician.
Oh.
Nope.
How is she doing this?
So she basically flies in an arc, and then rolling axe kicks her target into the ground to bury them cartoonishly, and then afterwards she can then move back 3 spaces.
Yep. To ask GMs or Penny, considering that she is assumedly failing this action, how would you say that she is failing?
I imagine that it's just like before it can all be there, before she can properly manifest the power, it just fizzles out. Again, the smoke getting to her in some way.
All right. Well, if it's the smoke getting to her, I'm going to use Spinal Tap and try and add some weird filter thing to her lungs so the smoke ain't bothering her, which can not only help her with this, but potentially mean that she doesn't have to take the smoke damage and start a return.
Yeah. If it rolls well, then she will just be immune for a time. No,
Damn.
sorry.
If it rolls well, I think you mean to show tell.
Yeah.
I think you mean if it show tell. But yeah.
All right. Ow. Okay, that's not working. She's like looking at her feet that are like sparking with like rainbow color. Okay, it's not working. All right. In that case, since that was my main action, yeah, I think I'm gonna save my any time and movement for now. So yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. No, that's my turn.
Very well. Chad's up.
Alright, before Chad's turn, he's going to assault Armory to try and make a gas mask of some sorts.
All right.
And he would like to get as many of them as he can, but it's probably just gonna be only one at a time.
All right then. Here's what I'll say. 2 masks. You can use one of them to ignore the damaged ones.
Hey,
I feel like
but the thing is this considered a poison? Because his lungs are covered with salt on the inside, so they're more protected and everything. So does he take the damage?
that's weird. I'm going to say
Yeah.
take 1.
Hey, that works for me. I'd rather take 1 than 2. All right, he's gonna take both of the masks. He's gonna toss one over to Ebino.
I
So
don't
you
need
should-
this.
Oh, you don't? Well, toss one over to Bell and Shotel. They can decide whichever other one.
Give it to Belle because Shotel can do something about it for herself.
Yeah. All right. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, like lob that over, crack his neck a little bit. All right. He's gonna toss the other one to Jericho as he begins to move up and everything. Bottom, where, yeah, I can move up to right there. Yeah, I can move up to right there. And then he's going to bonus action. He's going to bonus action Assault Armory to make his gauntlets. Does he get them?
Sure. At least for this
All right.
round.
Well, he gets 4 uses of them because 1d4.
Right.
Yep. So he has that. He can't use it. The action that he's creating it and everything. And then, but it being better, boom. Yeah, he'll just punch Joshua in the face using up one of his charges.
Punch.
All right.
Punch. So, on their next turn, they roll at disadvantage.
Shit.
All right,
Damn.
and it would deal 4. Yep.
All right.
Uh,
That is still a melee attack.
but
she'll-
it is covered in salt, so maybe it doesn't trigger the punch, the thing, because it's like an actual gauntlet, because his skin's not touching.
That's fair, but she like doesn't attack back as part of the thing. For instance. Nah, it misses anyway. For the time being, you can keep that shit, I suppose.
Fun.
Hmm.
Alright, yeah, no. He's gonna
Oh.
hold his assault armory anytime. But for the most part, that's his turn.
Real quick, just before Jericho's turn. Actually, do I take damage from the smoke because it is an environmental effect?
One sec.
Huh.
I guess you two can take 1 damage.
What?
What?
Like, with that, you can take 1 damage along with Chad instead of 2.
It reduces the
Okay,
damage. by
okay,
1.
yeah, alright.
If you're cool with it, Penny, if in that case, would I be able to take the gas mask that Chad gave us?
Yep, that's fine.
Cool. All right.
I just forgot I had this. It's kind of weird since usually this doesn't prevent damage dealt specifically by kit aspects, but also it's kind of an environmental thing, so it's weird.
Yeah.
It's an environmental thing, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
Bell
well,
would have
yeah,
the
no, that's
mask
Chad's
over the
turn.
show tell.
Jerry? Jerry?
Hello. Yeah. So, I mean, now that you know Chad is close, you could probably tell that this Jericho's breathing is a bit like, heavy, and
Well, she's got the mask, so maybe
yeah,
she
I
should
should
fucking
put on the
use
mask. But if it's
Nobody
touching
can.
her face, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess she'd.
You tell her to
Wouldn't-
put it on if she's not putting it on right away. What are you doing?
should-
Put it on.
Yeah, alright, hold on. Spare pair. As
It's
a.
made out of salt. I don't think she's gonna trigger anything by touching it.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
it works on objects too.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, that's fine,
specifically.
that's fine.
Yeah. She pulls out a mask of her own, which if she's familiar enough with it, it doesn't activate on it. So she's just like 2 masks basically. But yeah, puts it on. Does she still take damage from smoke inhalation?
No, it's fine.
Okie doke. So yeah, breathing heavy, heartbeat faster, as doesn't seem to be going down. She just stares at this beast covered in blood, and let's just Laws of Avarice. Oh, Jericho. She was using the adjacent version.
Yeah,
but that doesn't matter.
She fucking catches it and just like starts to crush Jericho's hand. Are you trying to echo me in some way? Are you trying to copy what I am? I wouldn't recommend it. You don't feel whole ever. You just keep taking things away from people. You're just useless! She just throws Jericho into the nearby, like, pillar wall. What's remained of it. Take 5.
Oof. Okay. Right.
Would that be an action? Are you
No,
gonna not
that's-
chat?
It's a counter.
It's
I
repercussions.
know. I was more memeing.
Mm-hmm.
I sure picked a juicy passive for this one, by the way.
Hey.
I should specify the ones I picked, which was this, that, and then a surprise tool for later, which you'll find out later.
Okay. Yeah.
You can look at our equip stash to see. I just keep XP in there because I don't want to get rid of it, but yeah.
I trust you.
Okay. But yeah, so action lashes out kind of pathetically, gets knocked back, and yep, okay. Just gonna Baneful Binds, grab just a chunk of stone if you can, just trying to rip it out, and just throw it at her.
Mm-hmm.
Pathetic.
As you try to do so, you do manage. You take one of the bricks and you try and throw it over, but it is cleanly bisected with her sword, as she just looks down on you like you're a pathetic creature that just got in her way. And as the brick falls to the side, the two halves are just a light orange with just heat and flame.
Mm-hmm.
Since you might want to end up using those, I'll just draw a little X here and let's say here.
Flaming bricks. That's her turn.
So you said that she will have disadvantage this turn, yes?
Yeah.
She coughs a little bit from getting hit in the stomach, but
Specifically her mouth, because the tanginess of the salt, well, the saltiness of the salt is throwing her off.
I see. She does not like that, so she's just gonna try and cat burgle it away from you. That is meant as a free action that isn't specified in that text. So Bippy and wait, disadvantage. Bippy, all right. Yeah, she's gonna take the ability to fucking give disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So, is it specifically Assault Armory as a whole, or just the disadvantage thing of the Gauntlet Punch?
I think I would rule it as Gauntlet Punch as a whole, if that's alright.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. He has 2 other variations, so there you go. Or would you say all 3 variations are gone?
Nah, just that. Just that one, and lose a charge. You can only do 2 now.
Okay.
She, shakes her head. There we go. Isn't haunting me anymore. The taste.
Tastes good, huh?
I prefer blood. She's
You
going to
actually-
do this. She's going to do this in the 2x20 below her.
Phew.
Oh,
Well, you don't need to worry about it. The little like hoodie jacket that she wears flares open, and again, various like dozens, 30, 40, maybe even 50 cannons come out of her cloak, but she starts to cough again. The salt getting to her, falls to one knee. The attack completely sputters to a stop, and she just coughs.
All right.
Yep.
So for Ebino's turn, he's gonna use.